This is the Hamel Media Channel, and I'm Daryl Hamel. And today we've received something pretty cool. We received Rode's Videomic NTG. This is a microphone I'm pretty excited for. So what do you say we open this thing up, see what it comes with, run it through some paces, and check it out? Let's get to it. Alright, before we proceed, let's get the audio properly set up. Right now we're using the onboard camera mic, and let's get a different system set up. Let's use the Rode Videomic Go hooked into the Zoom H1, because I'm going to want to try to hook up the NTG to the Sennheiser wireless packs later on to see if we can get this wireless. So let's get this bad boy set up. And I'm going to use this little guy right here, and we're going to need some kind of an adapter. Let me see if I have one around. There we go. A 3/8 to 1/4 inch, which will allow us to attach this on top. Get that pointed in like that. Let's get this turned on first. Make sure our levels are good. All right, now we're recording with a proper mic. Let's get to it. First, we need the package presented, and then we need a knife to get into it. I like this. This is just one of those cheap kind of box cutters. It's not really cheap. It's a Cobalt brand. I think I got this from Home Depot. Came with a knife. Man, this thing is pretty badass. So let's see, is there anywhere where this thing just opens up? I don't think so. I think we're just gonna have to cut right into it. All right, let's get to it. I gotta say, this packaging from Adorama is pretty nice. It's almost like vacuum sealed, you know, unlike your Amazon box that you get, you know, with the Prime. This seems like it protects it pretty good, and it opens up pretty good. Pretty much ready to go. We got our packing slip thanking us for the purchase. You're welcome. And now we have the Rode Videomic NTG. Not going to need that anymore. And let's close this back up for safety reasons. All right, so there we go. We have our Rode Videomic NTG. Looking pretty good. So let's see. Looks like it just slides right out the bottom here. Of course, we got a little bit of tape. Let's bring out the danger again. A little bit of stranger danger action. Cut right there. Back for safety reasons. And there we go, slides right out. This is great. All right, so let's get into the mic itself. So far, I like the packaging. Oh, this whole thing slides out. Oh. Here, let's slide this way. All right. This. Excellent, excellent. All right, let's see what we got here. Looks like we got some kind of a packaging construction. Let's see, does this thing just lift off? Oh, well, there we go. I guess I had to unpack that and then bring the whole thing up like the Titanic, right? So there we go. We have the microphone right there. Looks like we got some instructions, and got a little poison. I forget who says that. I like how he does that. He opens it up when he does the unboxing, and he's like, "You got your poison." Let's see. This is the cable, I assume, that's going to go from the mic output into the camera, right? I think it's 35 millimeters. I don't know. Not an engineer. I just connect the cables where they fit. And let's see. This is USB-C to USB-A, I guess. So I'd imagine that that's for charging it up or hooking it into the computer. See if I really need the instructions. Videomic NTG quick guide. This connects into there. The mic comes out of there, goes on top of your camera. Oh, you can hook it into a cell phone. You got some cable management. In the back, you got the volume or the gain level. Oh, you can hook it into a PC. You can plug in some headphones. Let's see, headphones. Oh, headphones will go in there when you connect it into a PC. Excellent, excellent. That's how you turn it on, turn it off. And all right, we're good. So quick instructions in there. And we're gonna put this back in here. And I guess, that's good. All right, so here's the mic itself. Does this come off? All right, let's get that right off. So there's the mic. Now, this is very much like the Rode NTG 5. I guess same design and everything. And I guess it's very capable. So this thing for $250, that thing for $500. This is a no-brainer. One of the reasons I got this was because, as you can see, I have other microphones set up here that I use. This is my favorite, the Electro Voice, the RE320. And that sounds fantastic. That hooks in through XLRs, sounds amazing, but again, you need XLR. I have the Rode Videomic Go here. Good mic, you know, it's anywhere from $60 to $100, but picks up interference like no other. You can barely even put this thing on top of a camera because it just interference, like Wi-Fi, anything like that. So that sucks. I have my Sennheiser wireless. This is the XSWD. I absolutely love this set. I think it's fantastic. Once I figured out to buy an attenuation cable, I could then hook this thing into my Sony a7 III. You know, with the attenuation cable, it's no longer blowing out the sound, which before it was clipping, but I absolutely love that set now. You know, you have the Zoom H6, which I hook in the RE320 and, you know, various other mics, but I didn't really have a mic that I used regularly except for my lavalier, my wireless lavalier. And quite frankly, it's an omnidirectional. Sounds good, but, you know, it doesn't sound as good as a shotgun mic when you're close to it. In fact, I don't even know how this is going to sound. God forbid I have to use the onboard mic audio. Who knows? But yeah, pretty soon we're going to jump into this and use this bad boy. The shock mount, by the way, is really good. Let's see, here's the microphone. We have the gain control in the back, on off. There's 2 low pass filters. There's I guess you would say high frequency boost. See, negative 20 dB, that safety channel where one records lower than the other. So left channel will record up here, right channel will record down here. Overall, the construction of it looks good. It's metal. You know, I really like that. Solid design. Out of curiosity, let's see if this thing has any juice in it. 2 seconds. All right, we got a green light. We're good. This shock mount looks very nice. Most everything's plastic on these except for the base. Well, I shouldn't say that. This is definitely aluminum. This is not plastic because it's cold. That feels very solid. And the base of this is definitely, you know, some steel or aluminum. So this is very solid as well. Oh yeah, you can see it slides back and forth right there. It's got a little friction to it. I don't know if you can see that. All right, but again, this shock mount looks very, very sturdy. Looks pretty fantastic. Got the battery on right now, or got the mic on, so let's pop this back in. Now, I haven't used a Deity, which is very similar to this. Can't tell you much about it as far as comparison. But yeah, let's get this thing back in. Let's start using this thing and compare it to the Videomic Go. Let's pull up the Joby. All right. I think we're in business here. Let's put it up here. You know, it really looks like a nice unit. I mean, so what are we going to connect this in? You know what? The first thing I want to try to connect this thing into is the Sennheiser wireless set. So let's turn these on. The camera. So obviously this is the microphone. So this is going to go into the camera set. And this is going to go into the microphone. But I do have one more thing. I have the extension cable. I shouldn't, you know what? I'm going to use the extension cable. I have the Rode 3.5 millimeter. I think I said 35 millimeter before. Cameras, right? 3.5 millimeter stereo audio extension cable, the VC1. This is a 10-foot cable because I want to use this thing on as a boom mic as well. And this is properly shielded, and that's one of the most important things you can do is properly shield. Because when you're not shielded, you sound like crap, and you get all this noise and tick, 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 tick. You get all that introduced. All right, let's get this undone, like Gerald undone. Dun, dun, Gerald undone. He is crazy. Oh, this is literally an extension cable. I did not realize that. Okay, so we're still going to need this. And then we'll plug this end into the wireless transmitter. And now let's go plug this into the camera. Here we go. Okay, so here we go. We got both Rodes running right now, and I'm going to see what it's like to switch between them. Actually, I'm going to pull this one a little bit more in frame. I'm going to get this one off to the side, and I'm going to get this one here, and let's hear how they sound. So right now we're going to be listening to the Rode Videomic Go. This one is you can pick up for $60 to $100. This is a little bit lower than the other one, but they're both pointed in the direction of my mouth, and this is how the Rode Videomic Go sounds. Now let's switch it over to the Rode Videomic NTG, and this is pointed at my mouth. It's a little bit higher than the other, and let's hear how this sounds. Now what's cool is this is hooked up to the Sennheiser wireless system. So this isn't even connected directly into the camera. So in other words, I could, in effect, have this on a boom pole and, put this thing out of frame. I don't even know if this is out of frame. I would imagine this is out of frame, and this is what it would sound like boomed with a 10-foot extension cord and a wireless pack. That might have just got really loud. So I hope that this is recording and sounding good. But yes, this is the Rode Videomic NTG. Now, what I'm very excited about, I know I had mentioned earlier that I have these other microphones, but the one thing I like about this microphone is not only does it have a rechargeable battery, it sounds really good, or we're going to find out, but everything I've seen and read says that it sounds very good, plus it can connect to your computer for $250. That's insane. Let's switch back over to this microphone, the Rode Videomic Go. If this sounds better than this, I'm still not going to return this, because the fact that it has a fantastic shock mount, right, that slides forward and backward like that, the fact that it has a rechargeable battery, the fact that it has a gain control on it, this has no gain control, the fact that it has a low cut boost or a low cut filter, as well as a high boost, the fact that it has a safety channel that records, the fact that this thing can automatically turn on and off, the fact that this thing can connect to a computer. I mean, I could keep going, and if you drink, have a shot every time I say the fact that, I mean, you'd be completely hammered by the time this video is done. That's how much this does, and that's why I'm going to keep this mic. It just does a lot for the money. Let's switch back to this now as far as audio. This isn't a review. This was just a quick unboxing, testing out some things. I really hope that this is working on the wireless charger. I would imagine it is, and I'm very excited to use this because now we're talking about we can have an on-camera microphone, right? That not only sounds good for vlogs, but now we can use this thing not only in a boom pole situation, but we could use it wireless. I mean, that's pretty fantastic. I'm really excited about that. So this is Daryl Hamel with Hamel Media. This was a unboxing and first impression of the Rode Videomic NTG. If you like the video, give it a like. And if you have any questions or comments, please let me know. Comment down below and keep coming back, because we're going to just keep doing videos. Thank you all for watching, and until next time.